Hello, I'm Bodo, and this video is all about the 5 top ways to get from a dense and constricted state into an expanded and liberated state again. And these tips are all for the really urgent matter. So if you are feeling right now really dense, tense, constricted, and you want to move out of this in that moment. But then there's also some aspects to that topic where you can apply some more continuation and get to know yourself a bit better, so that it becomes easier and easier for you to then move out of these constricted states through knowing yourself. And I will dive into this more at the end of the video, what you can do on the mid and long run. So number 1, since I love singing so much, is definitely singing. You could also say in general making music if it's uplifting and happy for you. So the advantage of singing is always that you, through your voice, connect automatically to yourself. And when you're constricted and dense, you are actually moving into this connection to yourself. So going into singing helps you connect to yourself, especially if it is improvised and free flow, and you're not evolving your mind so much into how it needs to sound like or what it needs to be. You just let it come out of yourself. Allow it to be playful, allow it to be joyful, and this is a very easy, simple way. If you know overtone, harmonic singing, this can be very helpful for that, because it automatically moves you into a more harmonic state. Then number 2 is, because we were already with music, is actually having a happy music playlist. So what are the top 5 tracks you can think about in the next couple of minutes which make you happy no matter what? So you hear it and you like getting into a good groove, and this playlist you want to have handy for these states where you feel more dense and constricted. And then it's all about enjoying and dancing and having fun, which leads me to number 3, which is shaking and jumping. So when we are dense and constricted, we tend to close down and do this and be actually stagnant and move into non-movement. So what brings us out of that state the easiest is actual movement. And shaking, like really shaking the whole body, like from your hands to your toes, your head, shoulders, hips, everything, can loosens this density up that we feel. We break free from it. And you can really imagine how you shake it free from your body, this density, you let it go. Very amazing, and you can use actually the music, your happy music, with that as well. Sounds very simple, but it's a very, very powerful technique. You can actually do this every morning. I mean, you could devote the whole morning to shaking, dancing, happy music, and singing already to have a great start into the day. And number 4 is connecting to nature, walking, hiking in nature. Nature has many benefits for us. One is that it's easier to connect to ourselves actually through the presence of nature. So we can actually detach from all the busyness and all the buzz from our busy environments, especially if you live in a city, and come back to the pace of nature, which is way slower than how we actually live. So the more we attune ourselves to the rhythm of nature, the more we come back to our own nature. Yeah, and there's also many, as I said, other aspects to that. But yeah, you definitely always right to go into nature if you only and if you even have only a park, sit with a tree, look at the flowers, the bees, yeah, and enjoy. If you're so happy to be surrounded by mountains and forests, go in there. Yeah, always a good time. And then, last but not least, is breathing. You can breathe in many different ways, but what breathing in general does is also it moves you from a more dense state into an elevated state. If you just take 4 or 5 deep inhalations into your belly and your chest and fill yourself up and you let go, and you do this several times in a row, that can be already enough. You imagine how you breathe in lightness and you let go of the density. Sounds can be really good with that for the releasing. Releasing usually works really good through exhaling through the mouth or making sounds through the mouth. And then additionally, you could actually focus on your heart space and breathe also into your heart. And every time you're centered in your heart and you get your heart space into expansion, yeah, this will help in general your whole being to expand. And another way that could be actually number 6 of expanding is to imagine something or somebody you really love, or something really cute, usually animal, children, the babies work really well, or also human babies work really well for that. They're automatically opening your heart and bring to you into soft and expanded heart-centered space. Yeah, these were the 5+1 top ways to move from constrictedness, density into expansion. Overall, you can say know yourself, meaning also have an introspective journey with that question, what brings you into expansion? Yeah, and just ask yourself this question regularly and try to be curious and explore many different ways how this could happen for you. Try out new ways, and also look into the past, in the moments where you felt the most expanded, or in moments where it was difficult but you were able to shift and change into an expanded state again. What happened there for you? What did you do? And apply this to your life. And there was one point that awareness is here really the key. Just at the end, really, you have to find a selection of activities and ways that you can do for yourself. Maybe it's some of them I mentioned today, maybe not, but that you have handy, because if we are in these dense and constricted spaces, usually we tend to forget about that. So it's good to write them down and have them handy, so that in that moment when you need it, you just have it. And then also usually when we're in these constricted spaces, we tend to not want to act. We tend to want to stay dense. But exactly then you need to go through this with your willpower and act up on it. Start with shaking, for example. Alright, that's it for today. If you liked this video, yeah, give it a like, hit subscribe, and please leave me your comments. Maybe you have some more inspirations and ideas and how these things that I suggested worked for you. And I talk to you soon.